Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie. I hope you are perfect, whole, and complete. I hope the day or the night has been good for you. Your day, y'all. I am very full. I ate too much. I don't know. Maybe I ate the wrong thing. I'm not really sure yet. Let's see how we look in different places. So I'm on this other channel. I call it Hiding Out. I'm hiding out here. Yeah, I was doing a lot of wonderful things. I went to get something to eat, but it just did too much for my tummy. And I didn't really want to go eat. I just did it out of some type of habit. But it's kind of like the thing I do to ground myself when I come back from travel excursions. This one was a very quick, short one. Almost like a quick, short answer was all I needed. Thank you for the one thumbs up. Welcome. Thank you for hiding out. Hiding out with me over here. But I was really thinking, like, oh my God, my stomach, my back hurts. It should, y'all. We did a very uncomfortable ride to the Volta region. It was a 5 hour ride going up, and we arrived on Thursday. Then Saturday we come back down, and it was just equally as long going down. And oh my God, like it's never the next day from the trip that I feel it's well tonight and even tomorrow. Like I'm really gonna feel it, but my back, oh my gosh. Then I slept on this couch because my my fan is working, but it's the wires are exposed and they're starting to spark a bit. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous about that. So I hope if I gotta sleep on that couch again today, I don't think I'll make it. But we'll see that. So anyway, I was thinking about this thing, right? I was thinking a lot about therapy and therapeutic things, and that's why I went out to eat because I wanted to like go somewhere and just it's like my way of coming down, like I said, from travel. Where you got to come down because it's an experience, no matter how short or how long. It's still very much an experience, so you have to kind of come down from it. Not kind of, you do. Let me see. This lighting is fine, but let me try the other room just for a second. And so, coming down from your travels. So, what does that look like? Very reflective. So, I've been reflecting a lot, and I was reflecting on about traveling. Like when I say, "Oh, do I love travel?" or do yes, like when I say, "Do I love travel?" What am I really saying? And I was thinking about, traveling is actually very therapeutic, or very, or maybe not therapeutic, or it could be, but therapeutic in that it's actually like therapy. Like if you have a question about something, hold on one sec, y'all. Let me close the chat. So I hit all the chat messages so I can't see them. But thumbs up if you are a family member. Please thumbs up. I was thinking about how traveling, like if you have a question, as I was talking to those spiritual people, if you have a question and you're having a hard time hearing the answer, I didn't say getting the answer because you get the answer, but sometimes we've all been here. We get the answer, but we don't hear it, or we don't. We question it. Um, so if you have a hard time getting the answer, receiving the answer, rather hearing the answer, you understand the answer. What the best thing you could do, or if you could, travel. It could be a couple of nights out of town. I find for me the traveling that gives me the deepest answers quickly is the traveling when I'm going like on long rides. It could be a plane ride, it can be a bus ride, or maybe even a train ride. I mean, like cross country traveling train kind of energy. Um, because you're very much captive to spirit. You literally like you're captive to spirit. There's nowhere to go. Even if you have someone to talk to, sometimes it's loud the bus or the conversations are deep, even though, or they might be too deep for the bus. It could actually be perfect for the bus. But usually you're sitting, you're still, you're in the same place, and all you have as your entertainment is the people around you who you don't know, and and the people around you, and entertainment meaning just looking at them, or the most important part, which is the window. They say the windows, like the eyes are the windows to your soul. So windows about looking out, but also receiving what you see out there. So when you're riding for long hours and you're thinking a lot. You're probably thinking deeper than you ever thought. It's like the true meditation. When it's hard for you to get into a meditative state in your normal environment, in your everyday environment, because you have a lot of things that distract you. And we can say real stuff that actually distracts you. But when you're sitting in that seat with nowhere to go, even the people around you are not really a distraction because they also are going deep within, whether they know it or not. And I think they do. I think people do. I think you can't help but think. I like the lighting here, don't get me wrong, but it's warm because, like I said, okay, let me see, maybe this way. I love it in here. Now that I want to sit in there, I can't. Because the fan's broken, but not broken. So, it's fine. So, yeah, it's really deep, right? So, when you sit there and you're riding and you're looking out the window, you're actually seeing things. You're seeing a lot, but you're seeing nothing at all. So even the things that you're seeing is not distracting you. It's amazing to be in it but not of it. It's like you get this special place that no one else can, and you're seeing an advantage point that you normally don't see when you're sitting in your own house or familiar space or around people you know. You want to talk about healing? Get around strangers. You want to talk about some deeper healing? Be in a place, let's say, because we talk about travel and therapy. Be in a place that they speak another language than you. Now this one is profound healing. Let me tell you why. If they spoke the same language of you as you, you're constantly going to be distracted in your thoughts because you're hearing what they're saying about different things. Some of their stuff they're saying is negative, or it's distracting, or it's throwing you off track in a sense, same kind of energy. Some of it could be even toxic. But when they're speaking a whole nother language that you absolutely do not know, you go into the deepest meditation that I can tell you. That's why I love bus rides here. I don't understand the language. They speak pidgin a lot. I understand it here and there, but it's still a language in itself. So I love it. I'm able to just be there. I almost feel like I'm not there, that there's all these people there, but I'm not, maybe because I'm the outside. Although I've been in Ghana so long, a lot of people, everybody talks to me in their language. Everybody automatically thinks I'm Ghanaian. So that's very interesting as well. And that's kind of another deeper kind of meditation too. So now that I don't stick out as much, I'm not being the one that if we go through immigration, they're going to call me out. I'm not the one that they look at and think, like, who is this person? They just think I'm one of them in a lot of ways, or at least another African. So, but to not understand the language, so now the language becomes music, almost a meditation. Particularly being in a black country, first of all, and being a black person in a black country, but also a country where the people are not necessarily loud either when they're speaking. You know, there's also a oneness that the language doesn't really separate you, because every human being do the same thing when they're hungry, when they're tired, and when they're thirsty. When they're tired, they close their eyes. They may lean on the chair in front of them and try to take a nap. They may put their head on the window to take a nap. Everybody yawns in the same way, around the same things. When people are becoming uncomfortable. And even though you're seeing all that, you don't see any of it. Because the best thing is the window, but better than the window. Now the window's because you're seeing out there, maybe you're seeing billboards, maybe you have answers literally to your dilemma, your question. Let me tell you, the best part of traveling long distances, especially in a vehicle, a vehicle, where you're not engaging or having to engage like a family trip, or especially as a driver, just so you are the passenger, is the way you rest when you ride for a long time. There's a resting that you do. It's a sleep, if you will, but it can't be a real sleep because you're not laid out. So you're napping, but those naps are more powerful. Those 5-10 minutes are more powerful than sometimes a whole 8 hours of sleep in your own bed. The traveling that the meditation that you go into when you take a nap, because you didn't mean to fall asleep. You didn't say, I'm going to set up this seat, I'm going to put my pillows in the right place, I'm going to make sure my legs are elevated, and I'm going to go to sleep. You don't. You're looking out the window, you're here, you're there, you're hearing God's voice, and next thing you know, you're sleeping. But when you wake up, it seems like you must have slept for a good while because you feel so refreshed. It's the most, and then you're so quiet, because again, if you're traveling alone or even with someone and they're not really a talker too, oh my God. It's like you want to drink that time. It's so precious. You start really realizing that I need this much time, but you won't take that. Yeah, you won't. It's okay. You won't get it on that level if you're in your house and there's the stores on the corner and there's your phone in your hand and next to you and there, because even when you're riding on a bus, especially in like developing countries, and I want to refer to infrastructure, you're not even you can't, your phone makes you sick if you try to actually look at it or watch it or do anything with it. So you have to go with it. And that's nothing. It's the bumpy roads. You have to yield. If you go against it, it's going to be harder. You have to move with it and groove with it and feel it. It is the most, and then that's just the ride. That's just the ride. We're not even talking about when you get to the destination. You'll meet people that said the thing or gave an answer to the very thing that you were having a dilemma about. They'll just say these words or they'll say this thing, and especially if you're with another friend, you're supposed to look to like, oh my God, we just was talking about that. That's what you say. Oh my God, we were just talking about that. Oh my God, we were just talking about that. You ever notice that happens? You ever notice that when you're traveling or at the destination of your travel? It's like the universe says, the reason why you're not getting the answers you want or getting anything that you want is because you are not fully present with the thing that you want, because you're not fully present with yourself. It's like traveling makes you more present, not just with yourself, but about yourself, and make you more present with others, even if it's just the people that you can't see, but you can't comment, or you can't dialogue with. And then let's say you do sit, let's say a plane, and you're sitting next to someone and they are a little more talkative, but you're interested, you like the conversation. It's that connection, like that person that's sitting next to you is never a coincidence to me on the plane. It is always the person spiritually that was sent to you, and you're having a spiritual conversation, even if on the surface it looks like you're just talking about cookies and baking them. Even in that, it's a spiritual conversation. It's antidote. It's giving you something. It's telling you something. Even before you travel, especially as a spiritual being, which we all are, you meet all the people you're supposed to meet, but you feel it. You know that this is not ordinary, but you don't know what's up ahead, and that's even better. If somebody could have told me that the trip that I just took was going to be of releasing on a deep level, of standing up in a sense for myself, of making a decision of never really returning again, of all these different things, and giving you something so profound in that short amount of time that it's like, damn, it's like hitting the ball out the park. That you got to sit down and go, my God, literally, my God, did you do that? Did you create that? Did you allow for that? Was that you? The Most High is awesome. The Most High is awesome. Okay, I just wanted to share a quick video. I want to thank you all so much for being here. And okay, yes, I want to thank you all for being here. And yeah. just a little something for you, just a little short reflection. So this is my other channel. It's me traveling and talking about all things travel for those that found. I haven't announced this video because I want to see who finds it without me announcing it on my other channels. But if you love travel and you understand that traveling is very spiritual and that traveling is there to give you something more than just a souvenir, then you are in the right place. If you are a black woman in your 50s or interested in watching black women in 50s travel, then you're in the right place. Also, if you live abroad or have always dreamed about living abroad as an adult, then you're in the right place because I live abroad. I'm 59. I'll be 59 on Friday. I'm 59 years old. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but lived in other parts of the U.S. And I live in Ghana, West Africa. And I've been living in Ghana, West Africa for 6 years straight. And I travel throughout Ghana, and I also take other people on travel. But it's all spiritual. It's all spiritual whether we named it that or not. But when you say it's spiritual, you're saying I'm conscious that my journey is a spiritual one, and I'm conscious that spirit is always with me. And so it is. All right, y'all. I gotta go take care of some business. Let me just see. So yeah, I want to thank everyone in the chat. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Gary. Well, yeah. All right. I will see you all the next one. Have a beautiful, blessed one. Peace and love.